Hey guys, how's it going? This is the Bold Metal Nerd coming at you with yet another video. Since you can read the title of this one is going to be my thoughts on file sharing, illegal downloading, you know, whatever you want to call it, downloading stuff for free without paying for it. And of course, I'm going to talk about music primarily, since that's my main interest as far as that goes, and this channel, and yada 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 yada. So anyway, I'm not going to really cover the entire history of the practice. I talked more about the impact on the music industry and a little bit of its history and all that in a different video. I'm going to link that video in the description. This is really going to be more my personal history and feelings on the subject. Now, I got on the file sharing boat not right away. I did miss Napster. I never used Napster to download stuff, but I did jump on during what I would call the second wave, when there were programs like Kazaa, BearShare, some other ones, LimeWire, all that stuff. That was pretty much the big second wave of it after, Napster went the way of the dodo. That was the second generation. That's pretty much kind of when I did get involved with it some. Now, of course, I downloaded a whole bunch of songs for free because, let's be honest, this is what I did. But it also caused me to do something besides just have more music in my collection. It caused me to buy more of these. In fact, these two albums here, I never would have discovered them without illegal downloading, never would have bought them, never would have gotten into these bands. I have multiple releases that I've bought from both of these bands. I like both of these bands quite a bit, Blind Guardian and Gamma Ray. Who cares who the bands are, but the point is, I bought that stuff because I illegally downloaded it and got into it. And this was, this back then, I don't know, it was 2021. So we're talking, this is a long time ago. And I didn't really think about the implications of illegal downloading back then. I was just like, oh, wow, I can get this stuff for free. That's awesome, right? And honestly, for a period of, I don't know, a couple of years, maybe 2 to 4 years, somewhere between, maybe it was 2 to 5. It was a while. I bought so much more music due to illegal downloading than I ever would have without it. I mean, it was just crazy the amount of music I got into. Just another example of something that's old that I got into that I downloaded way back then. At the Gates, Slaughter. My God, talk about a landmark album in melodic metal, right? Or I'm sorry, melodic death metal. This thing's an absolute masterpiece, and I would never have really discovered it if it hadn't been for, illegal downloading. Crazy, I know. And of course, I've got other albums. It's not like this is the only thing by this band I have. I bought other stuff too. So it's just, to me, such a no duh kind of thing. It's like, yeah, of course but I bought the CDs too, because like I said in that previous video, before illegal downloading it came along, I had already been buying music for like 10 years. And then when illegal downloading just first came along and I first got involved with it, I just thought to myself, well, it allowed me to sample so much more stuff in a more in-depth way, and it sold me on buying so much more music than I ever would have without it. It was just crazy. I spent so much more money on music. And then the RIAA decided to, declare war on their customers when they started suing individuals for file sharing. That was a bad move on their part, because I stopped buying new music for years because of that. Now, I still bought used CDs. I didn't stop buying music altogether, but I intentionally only bought used music to make sure to deprive the RIAA of revenue, since they were suing their own customers. Talk about a way to backfire. It's crazy. I just, to me, that was insane, suing individuals for copyright infringement. And then finally, they kind of backed off of that. You know, they after however many years, and by the time you know, the recorded music industry was decimated, um, you know, they finally throttled back. So I started buying new music again. Now, in my opinion, probably what they should have done that would have been more intelligent, instead of suing everyone, would have been to have responded to the threat in a more intelligent manner. One of the things, you know, they could have done is drop the price of CDs to $5. I think they should still do that. That would make them such an impulse buy. People would just buy the shit out of them at that price. But that's neither here nor there. They should have done that years ago, and it probably would have created even more buying habits in a lot of people. Instead of doing what they did, in my opinion, they responded the entirely wrong way. But anyway, moving on. You know, in between illegally downloading stuff, back then now this service I'm 99% sure still works. I'll put an overlay in the video whether this service still exists or not. After I do a little research, after I'm done. eMusic. Back then, basically you paid, I don't know, it was either $10 or $15 a month, something like that, and you had unlimited downloads to keep, not stream, keep, of high quality MP3s. No DRM, obviously. That made them different from every other single service that there was. And I subscribed to that service. I paid the monthly fee to be able to download, you know, the stuff to keep, essentially. And I got into so much music because of that, and bought the goddamn CDs. Now, not this CD. I'm just, you know, this CD came out way after the heyday of that service. But the band Amorphous, I first heard them through that eMusic service, and thought they were incredible, and started buying their CDs. I just, you know, again, another example of it. And then, of course, after the RIAA throttled back and all that, I started buying new music again. But I'm not going to lie, I, of course, illegally downloaded some stuff. This band here, I actually heard Cover Killer Nation on YouTube mention this band, Communic. I think they are incredible. I illegally downloaded some of their stuff. Yes. I've since bought their CDs. Again, moving on. Amon Amarth, same thing. Illegally downloaded and bought, and then later bought their CDs. The thing is, I know the counter argument against illegal downloading at this point is you can preview everything on YouTube. Yes, that's true. And what's actually funny about that is YouTube's sound quality can be very poor, okay? And it can turn you off of an artist. But obviously the downloads, the audio quality is higher and can actually turn you on to the music more, okay? And this band is a good example. I heard some of their stuff on YouTube, was not impressed with it. Really wasn't. I was like, never bought their stuff. Illegally I was like, then, you know, I downloaded it once, just, I don't know why. I just did, and I was like, holy shit, they're great. Bought their CDs at that point. You get the gist, right? And now, and then another band here, this, you know, now this is obviously a classic band, except it's been around since like the 70s. But the reason I'm showing this CD is this is their first CD after their reformation with the new singer, not Udo, but the new guy. They are, in my opinion, one of the top acts that are producing traditional metal nowadays. I mean, they are just incredibly awesome. Not illegal. Yes, I downloaded this before I bought it. But you see, obviously, all these CDs I'm waving around. These are CDs I bought directly because of downloading. Now, I know I'm in the minority. I know many, many people don't buy the CDs after they illegally download them. They illegally download them. They have them. They're like, well, I have them now. I don't need to buy them. That's their mentality. I get it, but if you download this stuff and it's something you absolutely love and you never buy it, that is stealing. It's, morally it is stealing. Now, it's hard for me though to say you're wrong for doing that, because obviously I just talked about how I do it sometimes. I don't do it constantly. I don't do it every day, but I do it sometimes. But I also spend a lot of money on music. So am I saying it's okay that I, not 100%, but it's hard to feel extremely bad about it. The guilt is not overwhelming. It's a gray area. It's definitely a nebulous gray area. But the reason I buy music is there's two reasons. One, I really enjoy the hobby. I guess three reasons. I enjoy the hobby. The sound quality's better. I know the rips that I'm getting from the CD are gonna be perfect. And thirdly, I like to put my money where my mouth is. If I want physical media to continue to exist, I'm damn well gonna buy some, so it continues to be produced. I know I'm in the minority on this, and I'm kind of going a bunch of different directions, but it's kind of a complicated issue. It's not black and white. It is a gray area. So, I guess that's pretty much it. Let me know, guys. Let me know. Do you do it? Why not? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you did like what you see, as always, please thumbs up, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next. Hey guys, just wanted to make an addendum to this video on the whole downloading thing. One thing I didn't really mention in the video is, what if the music is out of print, okay, and is not readily available for purchase? Is it still wrong to download that? That is much more of a... That's really hard to answer. I mean, if you can just buy, the only way to get the music is to buy, like, if it's a really high price on the secondary market, if it's like, say, 50, 60 bucks for a release, is it wrong to download at that point? It's a lot harder to say that it's totally wrong at that point. That's going to have to be up to you to individually decide, but on the secondary market, the artist is not seeing revenue from it anyway. It's just something people have held on to for years and years and years, and it's a high price now. So, is it wrong to download something that's only available that way? I'll leave that for you guys to decide. I just thought it was a point worth bringing up in this video. Sorry I didn't make it in the main part. Anyway, that's it. See you guys next time.